Awesome.
What's happening to you and Conor Benn? When can we get an announcement on that?
You see my announcement, so
Sorry guys, excuse me.
make sure that you guys stay tuned. September 12th.
Has Conor signed?
I don't know what he's done, but I know what I've done.
You don't have to ask you one more thing before you go about Ryan Garcia. Can we see the fight soon?
I'm trying to get a call. Where's the call? He's here.
Will you guys be fighting? What's the status of the fight?
Yeah, that's not driving there.
I was just wondering the status of the fight. You think you'll be fighting?
Working on it. Go with it. Go with it soon.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
How many rounds do you reckon it'll take you to knock out Ryan Garcia?
I'm going to come out fast and put it on him and hopefully get him out there early. Within 4.
We have obviously the final say because I am Ryan Garcia's promoter. But this is the one thing I can tell you. We work with every promoter out there. Even if it has to be Dana White and Zuffa. You know, as much as I hate it, let's go. Why not? Because the fighters want this fight. Ryan wants this fight. He wants to fight Conor Benn.
Ryan Garcia seems pumped up for his WBC welterweight title defense clash with Conor Benn. He has been pretty vocal regarding his desire to fight Conor Benn. On paper, this is an exciting fight. Two controversial boxers from different continents meet up in the ring to decide who's the greatest boxer in the world. Besides, the build-up to this fight has been pretty wild with Ryan and Conor Benn calling out and hurling insults at each other.
When am I fighting Garcia? When he finds his pen, and whenever he comes out from wherever he's hiding, he can get the smoke, no problem. Para la rosa, cabrón!
I love it.
I love him, man. I love him. No, it's all love, Randy. It's all love.
Ryan Garcia, puss, big minge.
What the f? That don't faze me. I don't know what the hell that means, nor do I care. You don't scare me. Conor Benn is not scary at all. He's not intimidating. He don't feel like anything like a threat. He's gonna come over here to the US and get his ass spanked by either me, Shakur will shut him down, but I'll knock him out. It's much different. I will put him to sleep. He's very tenacious and tries to come at you, but I will catch him bad. So, bro, stop with that puss, ming, bling, bling, shing, bling. Don't care about none of that. Simply want that fight. Let's go after this.
A major obstacle in this fight, however, is the two promoters involved. Golden Boy Promotions, led by Oscar De La Hoya, will have to negotiate with Conor Benn's promoter Zuffa Boxing, led by Dana White. Recent news just broke out regarding Oscar, who doesn't want Ryan to take this fight, and the reason seems pretty disturbing.
Over the last couple of weeks, the development this week is that Golden Boy sent a cease and desist letter to Zuffa Boxing, saying they have not been involved in these talks, they need to be involved in these talks, and that they have a contract with Ryan Garcia, and they also have a contract with DAZN. I know you're not involved in the day-to-day.
You just want to get me in trouble.
I know you are at the intersection of all things DAZN. Yeah, so
exactly. Look, to be fair, in this instance, I can actually give you quite a balanced opinion because I have nothing to do with it, but I know the exact situation.
Okay.
And the exact situation is basically some more pure arrogance from Zuffa Boxing and Dana White, who seem to be attracting a different lawsuit every week at the moment in boxing.
Just recently, it was reported that the Golden Boy Promotions head issued a cease and desist notice to Dana White's Zuffa Boxing, TKO Group Holdings, Paramount, and Saudi Arabia's Sella, accusing them of improperly interfering with WBC welterweight champion Ryan Garcia. The letter alleges that Golden Boy has not been consulted at all in the financial dealings of this potential bout. It also states that Garcia is obligated to compete on DAZN rather than on Paramount, which recently signed a massive deal with Zuffa Boxing. The letter, written by Golden Boy Promotions attorney Ricardo P. Sestero, reads, "Golden Boy has not approved of or agreed to the terms of any such Benn bout, nor has Golden Boy been involved in the negotiations of any such bout. Accordingly, Golden Boy hereby demands that you immediately cease and desist from any negotiations or discussions." It looks like Dana White and Zuffa are directly negotiating with Ryan Garcia, skipping Golden Boy Promotions in the process. process. Zuffa Boxing has gained an infamous reputation for trying its best to disrupt boxing, but faces such as Oscar De La Hoya have been vocal in calling out the organization's malpractices. In an interview with Ariel Helwani a couple of months back, Oscar De La Hoya tore into Zuffa for trying to steal big names like Jai Opataya from other promoters and make them fight in venues that don't attract massive audiences. He also called out Zuffa for its useless Zuffa belt. He focused his attention on Opataya, who is eager to unify the belts and possibly become undisputed champion, but Zuffa has been the major obstacle in his hopes of greatness.
Zuffa will be a promoter, a boxing promoter, when they cultivate a fighter from scratch, when they produce a world champion from zero, okay? Not putting on Jai Obatai and fighting for a fake belt, the Zuffa belt. Not a fighter like Conor Benn, who they have to pay $15 million to put him on their platform. No, when you cultivate and produce a world champion from zero, that's when I will consider you, maybe consider you a boxing promoter. But until then, they fought Jai Obatai in front of 500 people in a basement at the Apex at Zuffa. Jai Obatai deserves a lot more than that. Come on, guys.
How'd you feel about how that whole situation with the IBF played out, where, you know, it seemed like it was going to be involved and then they stripped him and now he's upset and seeking legal action, it seems. What do you make of this?
More lies from Dana White, more lies from TKO. It's all lies. When Max Kellerman was reporting inside the ring after the fight, and he asked Jai Obatai about the Zuffa belt. Like, Jai Obatai doesn't care. He wants to unify all the belts. And it's pretty sad because you think about the ring ratings. What happened to them? This guy he fought was ranked number 15 from the IBF, and he was ranked number 10 by the Ring magazine. I mean, come on, guys. Who's making up the rankings now? I really do think that the Ring rankings, are out.
Despite more than a decade of bad blood between White and De La Hoya, there is still hope for collaboration. In a recent interview, De La Hoya didn't mention the cease and desist letter sent by Golden Boy. He's still open to making this fight happen because his fighter Ryan is eager to fight Ben. In fact, he's more than willing to sit down at the table with Dana White and make this fight happen. Oscar also mentioned that fight promotions in this scenario could be even more exciting than the actual fight, and that fans should be looking out for it.
Oscar, do you have an Oscar, do you have an update on the Ryan Garcia Conor Benn negotiations?
There's no update. I have been hearing rumblings and rumors. Nobody has talked to me. We have obviously the final say because I am Ryan Garcia's promoter. But this is the one thing I can tell you. We work with every promoter out there. Even if it has to be Dana White and Zuffa. You know, as much as I hate it, let's go. Why not? Because the fighters want this fight. Ryan wants this fight. He wants to fight Conor Benn. Well, yeah, hey, let's make it happen. This is what boxing is all about. You have to work with the promoters to make these fights happen. So I'm not going to get in the way of it. If that's what Ryan wants, that's what he's going to get. It's a matter of details. It's a matter of making sure that all parties are happy.
At some point, there is going to have to be a conversation between you and the Zuffa people, correct?
Absolutely. Ultimately, there has to be a conversation, and whether they like it or not, we're going to maybe be, on stage together a few feet away. Who knows what might happen? Maybe the press conference will be more exciting than the actual fight because of me and Dana White going at it. Who knows? But I'm ready. You know me.
They don't write in your comments right there?
I don't know, brother. Hey, If they do, I'm ready.
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearns, who promoted Conor Benn before his shocking switch to Zuffa Boxing, explained that the latest feud between Oscar and Dana White regarding the Garcia versus Benn fight is way more complicated than it looks. Hearn explained that boxing broadcaster DAZN was the first to send a cease and desist letter to Zuffa. That's because DAZN has an exclusive deal in place with Ryan Garcia, which prevents him from being featured by rival broadcasters. Hearn further took a dig at Zuffa and Dana White, stating that the organization does what it wants, regardless of the rules, which is why they've been one of the most sued sporting organizations. He warned Dana White that using the same marketing tactics as the UFC would land him and his organization in massive trouble, and he and his team need to fix things quickly if they want to avoid getting into major trouble.
It's not really my business, and it wasn't just a cease and desist from Golden Boy, it was cease and desist from DAZN a few days before. Right. And that's why Dana White threw his toys out the pram about DAZN, even though I don't even know if he knows, but DAZN are the broadcaster for the UFC in major international territories, and he's out there going, I mean, who are DAZN? I mean, it's like, they're your broadcaster. His head is, if anyone finds Dana White's head, might be around here, I don't know, falling off down there somewhere. But what they're used to doing is, they do whatever they want. And unfortunately for them, in boxing, it just doesn't work like that. So the bad news for Dana White is, if he wants to do Conor Benn against Ryan Garcia, he's got to co-promote it with Oscar De La Hoya. And he's just like, he's not capable of accepting that. And he'll say, I'm not, I mean, but you can't just say, no, I'm not doing that. And then Ryan Garcia has an exclusive promotional broadcast agreement with DAZN. But they just don't respect or adhere to any rules. And it doesn't work like that in boxing. So if they want to do that fight, it's going to get expensive. And also, because at the same time, we have fighters that are exclusive to DAZN. Katie Taylor, she boxed on Netflix twice. Anthony Joshua, he boxed Jake Paul on Netflix. We had to go and have negotiations and conversations with DAZN, who were paying money for those fighters and have invested a lot of money for those fighters. And now they're being told, you want to go on another platform. And that's the same for Ryan Garcia. They've ploughed millions into Ryan Garcia. What, and you just want to let someone go and do a big fight on another platform? It doesn't work like that. So, yeah, I think, I've never seen a company, TKO Zuffa, I've never seen so many lawsuits in such a small period of time. But they don't care until they have to care, which is probably now. But it's not my fight. Listen, I like the fight, but it's not. It'll probably get made, but it all depends how people stand their ground.
Speaking of the fight, boxing experts are eager to see these two get into the ring and fight it out. Former champion turned analyst Sergio Mora didn't hold back, confidently predicting that Garcia's lightning-fast left hook will put Benn to sleep. Mora argued that Benn's aggressive, lunging style is a guaranteed death sentence against a counterpuncher of Garcia's caliber. Co-host Chris Mannix chimed in and stated that Benn could probably put up a competitive show if he manages his weight well. He can be fast and explosive at a lower weight class, but agreed that Garcia is the favorite going into this fight.
Big difference. So what happens if Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia meet in the ring this summer?
Ryan Garcia knocks him out.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia knocks him out. The way Ryan Garcia put it into a smart gear, forget the power gear. We all knew he had that power gear.
And the right hand. I mean,
the
rediscovering the right hand was
the
huge.
jab, the right hand, listening to his corner. I liked his temperament leading up to the entire press conference. Even though everyone wanted more animation, they wanted Ryan Garcia to be a cuckoo bird because it sells.
Be a what?
A cuckoo bird.
All right.
Drinking beer and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
I think there's a middle ground between being crazy like it was against Devin Haney and as docile as he was against Mario Barrios.
Yeah, there is an in-between. You still need to be a showman, but when the bell rung, he showed up.
Yeah.
So that version of Ryan Garcia knocks out Conor Benn because he'll keep him at the end. That quick twitch left hook. Conor Benn will be afraid to even attempt to lunge in like he did against Eubank Jr. And if you fall off balance lunging in with a fire like Ryan Garcia, it's lights out with 2 punches.
I would have been really excited about this fight if Conor had knocked out Regis Prograis in the second round because it would have created the possibility of a really explosive fight. And maybe we still get that. Maybe Conor in his second fight down in these lower weight classes looks more explosive. Maybe he makes the weight better. Maybe he's more comfortable. Maybe we do get the fight that I thought it might have the potential to be. But right now, I'm with you. I would make Ryan Garcia a heavy favorite going to this fight, which I wouldn't have said 3 weeks ago. No way about it. I would have said that's a 50-50 fight, or maybe even favored Conor Benn because of what we saw with the Benn versus Eubank Jr. fight.
Legendary boxer Sean Porter sparred Conor Benn and gave his firsthand experience about the British boxer and the upcoming fight. Porter claimed that Benn is highly versatile, exceptionally tough, and possesses great speed and foot movement. Based on how good Garcia looked in his last performance against Mario Barrios, Porter predicts a 60-40 victory in favor of Garcia, potentially by knockout. He explains that the stylistic matchup heavily favors Garcia due to his superior speed and his ability to generate power from the outside. However, he notes Benn's toughness will still make it a highly competitive fight.
Current affairs, I know you sparred Conor Benn. How did that go? And they're in a potential talk with fight with Ryan Garcia. How do you think that fight will go down?
I think that fight, based off of how Ryan Garcia just looked in his last fight, I mean, it looks like he beats Conor Benn. Conor Benn has a style that matches what Ryan is good. You know, the style clash favors Ryan Garcia because of his speed, because of his power from the outside. So definitely a tough fight for Conor Benn. Again, based off of Ryan's last fight, I would say 60-40. Ryan Garcia wins that fight, possibly KO, but Conor is very, very tough, and that's what I already knew about him, but I got to see it firsthand when we sparred. He's much more versatile than we saw in the first fight with Eubank. Comes back in a rematch against Eubank. We see the versatility, we see the speed, the foot movement, and things of that nature. Those were the things that I saw in sparring when I sparred with him, just 4 easy rounds or whatever, which let me know that he could beat Chris. The first fight, I said, man, he just was hyped up. He got caught up in the moment. The second fight, he comes back, and as most of us would, I would have come back much different in the second fight with Kell Brook. You know, you kind of learn some things about your opponent, and you see their speed, their power, and you're more ready for it in the second one.
Speaking of Benn, amid the talk of cease and desist letters sent to Benn's promoter, Conor Benn's manager Keith Connolly recently shared a massive update regarding the fight. He dispelled rumors that Benn isn't ready for the fight, stating that Benn has been training in the gym and has even signed the contract. He further stated that things are moving in the right direction and that the fight should happen on the scheduled date of September 12th.
There's Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia. Ryan saying it's September 12th. Is there any development with that?
Things are moving in the right direction. Let's see what happens over the next 2 weeks.
We know, obviously, publicly it's been said that there's been cease and desist letters sent to Zuffa and things like that. Do you think there's a way where it could be a dual broadcast, Paramount to Zone? Has that been discussed at all?
I mean, anything's possible. I don't want to really comment on that because I'm a manager. I worked out my deal for Conor. We've signed to take the fight. I'm not sure what's going on Ryan's side or the networks, and I do know stuff that's going on, but it's not my place to say. But like I said, let's wait a couple of weeks here, and I think we'll have some good news.
Yeah, is there a time frame when you say, like, right, we've got to move on, or we've got to get a different deal done if it doesn't move in the right direction?
We haven't gotten to that point, but I think things, as long as they clear up in the next couple of weeks, I think we'll be fine. Conor's already in training camp, so to speak. He's a professional. He's always working out anyway. So we have some time. We have a little bit of runway here, but I anticipate things being worked out. But again, I'm not involved in that area between the networks, but I think they're talking, and I'm optimistic.
Looks like the fight is indeed going ahead as planned. Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn are determined to make this fight happen. It's now up to the promoters to settle their differences and sit at the negotiating table and discuss other matters regarding the fight. But what do you make of the current situation involving Golden Boy and Zuffa Boxing? Are we going to see this fight? If so, who wins? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.